Coming up, it's a rematch of Super Bowl 12. Denver has won 6 straight over Dallas. Can the Cowboys finally tame the Broncos? We'll find out next on EA Sports.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start. Threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboy season.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first. Because he is at his best on the play action
when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
A first down throw for Prescott. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first win of this game.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have the Broncos' 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Bridgewater now. This is Gordon on the dump off. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Bridgewater again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Bridgewater finding Judy there for the Bronco 1st. 1st down, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That's checked down to Gordon. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And McManus able to put it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Henry Ruggs, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And give him a gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Elliott, toss right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On second down now, it's Gordon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Stephen Weatherly, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down from the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Here's Dak. And this one is incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.